Every day, your kids are looking to you to figure out how to interpret their experience of the world. They are looking to you to figure out if they should be scared or not. What's funny? What is safe? What is dangerous? What is love? And what isn't? And you teach them all of those things, even if you're not paying attention to what you're teaching. You are teaching them all of those things. And right now, in current situations, it can be very easy because we feel fear inside of our own selves at current world events and so much instability and unpredictability and crazy things that just keep flying around out there. We can feel fearful in our own selves, and then it's so easy to accidentally pass that fear onto our children in how we talk about it. Even if we don't talk about it, they pick up that we're feeling something, and in how we are communicating with them about what the world is like. And you have the opportunity in your own fear, in your own feelings about the uncertainty and the turmoil of whatever's on the news right now that's making things feel destabilized. You have the opportunity to equip yourself and your children to handle the world with courage and with strength, with resilience, with compassion. Your kids are looking to you to figure out what kind of story they are in and what you say to them, how you say to them what you will say about what's going on. Will tell them what kind of story they are in. And you may want to, I do, I want to give my kids a safe world that they can go out into and be safe, be protected, not suffer, not encounter injustice, not be victims of injustice. I want to give my kids an ideal world, and I can't. And neither can you. And you know what? I understand, because I want to, why you want to do that, but that's not actually the right thing to do anyway. The right thing to do is to equip your kids to be able to handle the world as it really is, to see it clearly, and to have the courage to engage with it. The thing that you can do is equip your children with character and confidence that allows them to engage this world as it really is and be one of those people in it that make the world better. There are lots of ways you can do that. I have a whole course designed to help you do exactly that. Today, one little tip for you. You can give your children confidence by telling them family stories that inspire confidence. Now, here's why family stories matter. We can look at stories of people out there somewhere who did something, and that's amazing. And we're allowed to say, it gives us the space to say, that's not for me. That's great for them. They can do that. I could never do that. And we get trapped in this little box in our heads that says, I couldn't be brave like that. I couldn't take action like that. I could not do anything to make the world better because that's them, not me. And we need to see people just like us doing something to make the world better until it presses against that belief inside us that we are helpless, to the point that we have to change that belief, that we have to examine that belief. And one of the things that family stories do is exactly that. This was a person just like me. This was a person with my DNA. This was a person I know or my parents knew. This was a real person connected to me, and they did something brave. They did something resourceful. They did something that made their part of the world better. And what your child does from that is borrow that confidence as they go out into the world. Borrow that experience of someone just like me handled this and came through until they're able to do it themselves, until they experience their own selves as competent and capable of handling things, and then have within them the confidence that's generated by that experience. So family stories are a way of adding to your child's narrative, to their own self-image of themselves as, I am from strong people. I am from capable people. I am from survivors. And you know what? All of us are from survivors. Every single one of our ancestors survived long enough to produce offspring. And you know what? These times are not unprecedented. Our ancestors went through all sorts of stuff that was probably way worse than what we're experiencing right now. And you know what? You are descended from survivors. Your children are descended from survivors. And there are stories in your immediate family history that can help them access this heritage, access this knowledge that they also are survivors. You might be thinking to yourself, there are no stories like that in my family. And you might genuinely believe that, but I know for certain that there are stories like that in your family. Someone in your family did the right thing, even when it cost them something. Someone in your family stood up for someone who was weaker and defended them. Someone in your family stood up for what was right. Someone in your family saved the day, was so resourceful that they made that thing happen that everyone thought wasn't going to be able to happen. You have stories like that in your own history. You might even be that person. And when you learn how to capture those stories and share them in such a way that they become part of your child's identity, you are giving your child courage and resilience and the capacity to go into the world and be one of the people who are actors in it, who engage their story as a person who has choices, who has agency, who knows that they can make a difference and that everything they do has significance in how their own life plays out. In my next video, I am going to help you find at least one of these stories and learn how to share it with your children in a way that connects to their identity and gives them that strength. So watch my next video.